Hi everyone. This is my attempt to come back and stream. I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are so good. Anyway, I got my coffee. It's early in the morning here, and I got a cup of coffee, and I've got some art journals that I have out and some projects I've been working on. And I haven't been around for a while. I took a job that is kicking my butt. It's still kicking my butt, and I haven't been around. But I've been thinking about you all, and I hope everybody's doing well. I am going to see if I can make sure all my settings are good. So I hope everybody's good. I don't know what's going on here, except that I've just been working a lot, and I think sometimes work gets in the way. Work totally gets in the way. So trying to balance a new work schedule, and hey, how are you? Let me just get myself together. So I'm going to work. I don't know how long I'm going to stream for. I'm going to stream for a little bit, and I am going to just come hang out and chat with me and tell me what's going on with you guys. It's always fun for me to see and know what is going on. And we'll get to crafting. So get your glue sticks out, and whatever you're going to work on. Whatever you're going to work on. So, anyway, that's what's going on with me. That is what's going on with me. Hi, Barb. Oh, Klausman. Oh, we love our Klausman. I've missed you guys. Can you hear me? I'm trying to figure out the settings of my computer. Hi, how are you? Aloha, Keala. How's your day? I'm trying to yay! Tell him I send him my love. I haven't been live in so long. It's been more than a month, I think. Hi, Patricia. It's been a while. It's not because I haven't wanted to, but it's kind of kicked my ass right now. Pardon the French, but it has really kicked my behind. And you're ready for another round of ATC swaps? Yeah, we're gonna swap. I haven't picked partners yet. Head over to Facebook and join. But I will tell you what I worked on. I have made time to do a few collagey bits. You ready for it? You guys are so funny. I haven't done anything, you guys. This job has been, I don't know. It's been too much. It was a job that was bigger than what they told me when I started. And it's kicking my butt. I have been able to work a little in my collage book. I try to take it with me to work, but it hasn't always worked out. And then in the summer, this planner company sent me a planner and asked me if I'd do a video on it. You guys, I haven't had a chance since the start of the job, so I did a video on it. And there's a coupon code in the video, and there's a giveaway. So if you guys head over to that video, you can check it out. So tell me what's going on with you guys. Miss Barb Owen, I miss you. So I'm going to work in one of these little books today. I have to tell you, this planner is actually really, the quality is amazing. And it's not, I don't think they're that expensive. I think they're like $20, $25. But if you head over to that video, there's a 20% coupon off. So I did one layout in it, and I made a video of that. And then I think I'll do another layout, but I don't know exactly where, because I want to be able to. You're good now? Oh, good. I'm glad. Girl, this whole thing, if I told you guys the craziness that's happened in my life, you'd be like, whose life is this? It's like so ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous. So I'm going to use my planner like a art journal. And it's got lots of, I got the one that is the non-dated planner. And I actually really like it. So, in the cover, I think it's like a faux leather, like a pleather. It has a really nice feel to it. Oh, guys, kicking my behind this job. So, I finally, I went through a round of having no employees. Anyway, the guy that they let go before me, he I think he, you know, convinced them they all needed to like quit, so they did. So I started this job with no employees, and it's in the little gallery that I run is in the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Kapalua, which is in Maui. And you guys, it's open from 8 in the morning till 9 at night. So for a while I was doing all of it. Then I finally hired a round of employees, and one of them just quit last week because, when you're in a hotel, it's not always fast paced, especially here in Maui. And this hotel's it's very remote. It's on almost on the farthest end of the island. It's a beautiful place, but she didn't want to, it's too boring for her. So now it's just me. I have 2 employees. So it's now me and another full-time employee. So we're splitting the week. He's working 3 13-hour days, and I'm working 3.5. I'm working 3 13-hour days and then a half day, and then I have somebody that'll do an 8-hour shift. You guys, so this week, yesterday and Wednesday, what's today? Today's Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday were supposed to be my days off. Well, in the interim of all this, my ex-husband came into town, and he's going to see my daughter. So that was a whole thing. We had parent-teacher conferences, which is a whole thing. And the company I work for has a couple of stores here, and the guy that has been the one store manager that has been coming and working in my store, helping me out, they moved his store, and he needed help. Hi, Kathy. So I have been over there on my days off helping him. I was there all day yesterday and part of Wednesday. And I'm going to go over there a little bit today because when I had no one, he came and helped. So I feel like I'm a little obligated. So the one kind of cool thing I did yesterday was I went to, after my parent-teacher conference on the way home, I went through to the recycling center. And I always dig through their magazines. And I haven't seen this one, Anthology, but it looks like it was like in 2013, it was a $12 magazine, and it's really super. Jesse X pops back up. He's just, I don't even know. I can't even tell you guys. It's just drum on a stick. Anyway, so I found a couple of these, and the page quality is cool. But what I liked about it is, you guys know how much I love to like use random backgrounds for collaging. Like, look at this, random patternings. And so I thought, oh, this is perfect for me. So I haven't really even looked through it, but it did look like it was perfect for me to harvest. Hi, Sherry. Oh, big hug, Sherry. Thank you so much for that eyeball stamp. I use it all the time. It's somewhere in the midst of my mess. Oh, what else I wanted to tell you guys. So go over and watch the last video I did about doing an art journaling page in this planner. And like and subscribe to that video. If you've already subscribed to me, don't worry about it. Just like it, comment. And then go over to Clever Fox Planner's Instagram and follow them. And I think the giveaway's in a couple weeks. And basically, we just randomly pick somebody that commented. And I just send them your address, and they contact you and send you a planner of your choice. So it might be worth it. If you guys, these are really kind of cool. I mean, as far as like a Christmas present. And they give you 20% off. And I don't get it. They sent me a planner. That's what I get in return. Look at this. I love this. I love this magazine. I haven't seen it before, but I know I wouldn't pay $12 for a magazine. Hi, Sherry. Be safe, girl. We love you. Big hugs. Big, big hugs. So let's see, what else have I been doing? Well, my oldest daughter, the one that came from Japan and China that's been gone, she just recently left. So on top of like having some sort of help, I don't have that now. And And the help that she gave, which was invaluable, was picking up my daughter and taking her to and from school, which was huge. Dave moved to the Philippines, so that's my. Oh, look at this! Art is everywhere. That Rio de Janeiro, awesome. So it's just me and my hottie doing it all. Oh, I wanted to tell you maybe in about 20 minutes, there'll be like a video that I've put up in part of a video hop with, I pronounce her name Ina because it's Ina, but it's Ina. And I should know that because I love her. With like 6 other ladies. Ina Salisbury is her name, and I love her. So that was in the middle of all my stuff. I did a video hop, and we had such a long time to do it. And you guys, my job and my life just got to be too much, and so I didn't get to do it until the very last minute. And I think, it ended up being a failure. But you know what? I did the video anyway. It was a good lesson for me. Okay. And so you guys can see that too. You can see that too in about, 20 minutes. The project was a failure because, I did where's the piece of paper that I did? It was a napkin collage. Oh, I love all this. It was a napkin collage, and you had to use 3 napkins and use paint or a couple of mediums and put it on any any substrate of your choice. And I chose a cereal bag because I had in my head that there's so many good things in here for me to cut out. I kind of want to read it before I cut it all out. I had it in my head that what I was going to do was I was going to make a journaling cover from a cereal bag. And so I love the back here. I'm going to use that too. I kind of want to read it before I cut it all up. So I decoupaged and painted. Might as well hop. What else could you do have going on? You know what it is, Barb, when people ask me, it always seems like a good idea until I do it. And then I'm like, why did I say yes? It's like, I don't know. I think in the future, if somebody asks me, I just have to do it at that moment. I have to do the video at that moment. So, I love this. See, this is like, I think this is why I loved this magazine. Like, look, that is excellent. That is such an excellent texture. Pattern. I'm sorry, guys. I'm all over the place. So anyway, back to my project. So in my head, because I've used cereal bags before and some collage work, but in my head, I saw myself taking the cereal bag, collaging on one side, like opening it up, collaging all the napkins and painting and then I stamped on the other side, the clear side of the cereal bag, and then I folded it over and I was going to iron it, and I hoped it would adhere, but it didn't. It didn't adhere. But then I thought, oh, well, never mind. I'll sew it. You guys, it was an epic fail. Hi, Joni. It was an epic fail. So, because I waited till the last minute to do my project, I couldn't. I guess I could have started over, but I didn't. I just took my epic fail and turned it into something else. So you guys can watch that hop. The other ladies' videos are amazing, so you guys should see it anyway. And I love Ina. She's so creative. And I don't know. Go and check it out. I think it premieres in like 20 minutes. And it's not really a premiere. It just goes live. Anyway, I had plans on like coming on way before this, but I haven't had a chance. So tell me what's going on with you guys. Tell me about you. I think I've missed everything. I have had very little or no time to watch anyone. I've been at work. And also where I work is like an hour, anywhere from an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half away from where I live. So that's 2 ways, one way there, one way back. And we had another fire here in Maui, so that was a whole other thing. You guys, unless you've ever come to this island, there's only one road in, one road out. And when you have stuff like that and the fire crosses the highway, I love this. I'll definitely use this in one of my things. And the paper of this magazine is so cool. And Barb says that's what she says. She says she usually says, I understand. That's why I say I would love to, but not right now. Oh my gosh. Barb says it's really good to show people how to make something work. Just saying. Oh, Barb, I was going to start the whole video over and do it again. But you know what? I just couldn't. It was like I didn't have any time. So I don't know if the day happened on when I was going to do when I did I'm going to cut this out. I love this. And I also love this orange chair. You guys know how I have things for chairs. I love that orange chair. Anyway, so we had a fire. So I'm at work on the other side of the island, and on that side of the island rarely gets a fire, but it did, and I was stuck there, and it was like, oh great. So it's been like here, it's been a little bit more exciting. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Bunny. Sometimes you have to power through no matter what. Oh my gosh, you're so right. Hi, Kennedy. Hi, Junkin Journals. Tell us your name. And if you've told me before, I'm sorry. I don't know. So I was stuck on that side, so that was like a little drama going on. It's like, you guys, it's always something. It's like, sometimes the ridiculousness of my life just is beyond me. It's beyond me. It's just so beyond me. Hi, Mary Kay. Hi, Sherry. I saw that Carly Cage Fish was live, and I missed that too. You guys, so I'm trying to figure out a balancing act, because obviously this job is just what it is. And I am looking for another job. I just really haven't had time to put a lot of energy into it, but I am. Hi, Jilly. Oh, happy to see you. Linda, welcome. Linda from Junkin Journals. Okay, this magazine is definitely, if you find one of these, get it. I'm not telling you to buy one, because they're like, in 2014, they were $12. So I'm not telling you to buy one, but if you find one free, use it. I don't know. I'm ready for some peace and calm. I'm ready for I'm ready for uneventful. You totally understand, Mary Kay. Well, I'm glad. Hey, Brittany. It's been ridiculous. You guys, I can't even, anyway. It's been beyond ridiculous. I'm definitely I want to read it before I cut it up. You guys, most of the magazines I get, I don't even read. I just cut them up. How many of you guys do that? And then I got this one. This one says it's $15.95. I got them from the recycling center. So let's see. Oh, I like this too. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm really liking this. Look at that background. Isn't that great? Oh, look, and there's a tree with cups on it. That's good too. It's just been ridiculous. I can't even tell you how ridiculous it's been. It's been beyond ridiculous. So if you guys can join in on the ridiculous, you and I are on the same page. On the same page. I'm still on my keto diet, and I'm doing really good, you guys. I don't quite know how many pounds I've lost, because one of our kids took our scale. It's like, my hottie was obsessed with weighing himself. And I don't know, I think one of the kids just hit it. He was obsessed with weighing himself, because he didn't really even need to lose weight, but he was kind of like doing this whole thing as an experiment for himself. And I told you guys that he went from a size 34 pants to size 29. You're gonna go into lurk mode. Oh, good, Barb. You guys, Charlie's barking at who knows what. The cat, probably. But I like this magazine, too. It's really cool. So, I don't know how much weight I've lost, but I've lost a couple pant sizes. So, I'm kind of excited about that. Not at my goal pant size yet, which I kind of think is like better than trying to figure out how much weight you've lost. So, Mary Kay, what's going on with you? You got a new job and you're teaching art to kids? Oh my gosh. Brittany says her work has been super stressful in the past few months. Her boss partnered with another company and is merging together, and it hasn't been the best transition. Oh no. Trace! Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to see you. Have you guys gone over to It's Nana's Place and checked out her channel? I'm so happy to see you, girl. I am so happy to see you. Happy to see you. So happy to see you, Trace. What's going on with you, girl? I have missed you. I have missed you. I have missed you. Missed you. Hey, skinny cat. I love that. Skinny cat. Joni said she splurged and she spent $12 to $15 on 2 art magazines, and you don't think you'll cut into them? Yeah, I hear you, Joni. Congratulations on your new job, Mary Kay. You so deserve it. I know you've been thinking about it and working toward it. Well, we're happy to see you, Miss Skinny Cat. So how have you been, Miss Trace? I did get to watch some of your videos, and welcome back. Welcome back to YouTube. You guys see, now this is right up my alley. These patterning things on the back of pages and the chairs I could use in a collage. I'm liking it. Julie wants to know, Tracy, are you still in North America or did you go to Oz? She wants to know where you are, Mama. Did you go to Oz? That's a good one. Did you go to Oz? So I had all these plans. I have projects. How many of you guys have projects like lined up? I have serious projects lined up. And I haven't done any of them. I haven't had a chance to. This is before I got my job. I had Brittany says she has lots of journals. She said, and Tracy says she's still in the States. Mary Kay says, thank you for talking about her job. She got 4 days a week at 2.25 hours a day. Oh, Mary Kay, that's awesome. 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 I like this too. So I'm supposed to go in to help the other store manager today. Okay, my store is tiny, you guys. My store is like, I don't know, 500 square feet, maybe less, and my coworker store, the other store manager, well, there's 2 other stores that are owned by my company. His is more of like an interior design store. It's 3,500 square feet. Yesterday I came home, I was filthy. All I did was help unpack and clean. It was ridiculous. I love these suitcases too. So that's what's going on in my world. That is what's going on. Julia, I'm running a small art gallery. Joni says she's started working on a Christmas project. Good for you, trying to get ahead. That isn't even in my vision at this moment. Brittany says she's working on mini paper bag journals that she's dyed some of the book pages for. Oh, that sounds like fun. Mary Kay says, thank you. She's been live on her channel altering Christmas golden books. Oh, good for you. I did score some good golden books at the little book recycling thing yesterday. Some of them are in good shape, some of them aren't, but I had a project in mind, but I haven't done it. I haven't done it at all. Guys, I've done very little arting. Sometimes I carry my little collage book around with me, and You know, with the idea or the hopes that I'll have a chance to do something, and I haven't. Well, it sounds like you girls have all been busy. I really appreciate you coming to hang out with me. And I know this is not my normal stream time. I've been getting lots of messages from people saying, "Are you ever coming back?" And I want to say, yes, eventually. You know, I thought that this week I would have been able to stream every day that I had off, which was my plan, but I got wrangled into helping my friend. Mary Kay says she's going live 8:45 a.m. daily on Sunday. No, 8:45 day. She's doing lives 8:45 daily, and Sunday at 3 p.m. Oh, cool! So you guys head on over Mary Kay's Artful Journey. You want to hang out and watch Mary Kay do her art journaling, her Altered Golden books. You guys, it has been, I can't even tell you how bizarre lately it's all been. But it's good, you know? It's like one of those things where you just keep going. I love you guys too. I've just been, you guys, it's been ridiculous. It's been ridiculous. You guys, the job itself was sort of like, I don't want to say it was a bait and switch, but they weren't completely upfront with me. Let's just say that. You need to catch up with everyone's channels. Well, Tracy, you and I are in the same boat. How are things going with you, Miss Ma'am? Things going better. I love, Tracy is doing these abandoned books, and I love that. I haven't even started one. And you guys, usually I get to head over and watch Dee Dee's channel. I haven't watched it. You guys haven't watched anything. I saw a little bit of Tracy's, one of her streams. You didn't go live. Did you go live? And I missed that. I watched one of your videos where you're working on your abandoned books, which I love. Okay, I like this magazine too. There's a bunch of stuff in it I'm going to come back and use, but I'm going to think this is good enough for my planner journal. So I'm going to work on this one. I don't know what I'm going to put in it. But you guys make sure, because I would really love that if the giveaway is going to happen, that it would be one of my peeps that always watches. I think the giveaway's in like 2 weeks, and all you have to do is go like and comment on that video, and then go over to Clever Fox Planners on Instagram and follow them. And then we'll do a random drawing, and you will you'll be included. Everybody that comments on that video will be included in the random drawing. And then Clever Fox Planner sends you, they contact you and send you a planner of your choice, I think. Yeah, kind of like an altered book, Brittany. You're doing good personally, just juggling everything else, said Tracy. Sounds like my life. It sounds like my life. So I will say, the planner has really good page quality, and it has like a week in a glance, day by day. It's got like all kinds of cool stuff like that. So I'm personally not a day-to-day journaler. I mean, as far as like scheduling things. So I'm going to just break in and use these. And I'm not doing every page. I'm going to do every other page, I think. And anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to put on it. But I got some cool backgrounds. I got some, at least I got some stuff to go with. At least I got some stuff to go with. Yeah, like that. I like that. And let's see what else I like. You guys, it has been wild. My ride lately has been wild. My ride has been like, woo! Which is okay. You're thinking about hiding in a closet and binge watching? Girl, if I could hide in a closet and nobody'd find me, I'd do it too. Hi, Easy Life. How are you? Hi, JL. How are you? I'm missing it. If I miss you in the chat, just chat with me. Just repeat yourself. I'm old enough that repeating yourself is not a crime in my book. Although if you're with my daughter that's in her early 20s, she gets exasperated that she has to repeat herself to talk to me. It's like whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna do some gesso, and I'm gonna do some. I got this really cheap acrylic paint at Ross, and it doesn't actually cover the page. It's titanium white. It's sort of translucent. It says opaque, but it's translucent. Hi, Malia. Hi, Nick and Tina. How are you? So anyway, I'm just gonna work on this page. So you guys make sure you go over and watch that video. I would hate. I mean, not that obviously whoever the random picker pick. It's a random. It's a random thing, random picker thing that you can. It's automated. I mean, whoever gets it is awesome. I'm happy for you, but it would make me happier if it was people that I knew. My peeps that have stayed with me for a while. I would really like that. Somebody asked me where I got this. I got it at Ross. And when I was at Ross, I got to go to Ross last night. So my hottie and I got to have like a dinner date. We went to our little favorite restaurant. And we went and had a dinner date. And then we went to Ross because I love Ross. You guys, that's that's our version of like any good shopping here. And I can't find this exact one, but I did find these. And these are silicone, and these would be great painting tools. And these were $3.99 for 3. And so you could use them if you want. I bought this at Ross too, but I don't. You guys, I think it had 2 or 3 in it, and they were like $5. Hi, Sandra. Belia saying Dollar Tree has paint that goes on really nice, and it is translucent as well. Well, I'm just going to use this as an undercoat because the page itself, the paper quality on these planners is fairly good, but you guys know, like, most of these things are not really meant to be painted on. They're really just meant to be written on. So they're not making it like, it's not going to be a surefire way to not have some sort of buckling or whatever. But I found using this translucent or this white, supposed opaque white, which is really translucent, on this as like a primer before I add anything else. You can still see the journal part, the planning part, and I find that kind of interesting in the collage. Mary Kay saying Dollar Tree has upped their art selection. You guys, we don't have a Dollar Tree here. We do not have a Dollar Tree here, so I have to wait until I verge across the ocean to visit family or friends to go to a Dollar Tree. You guys, that's how I ended up with all these napkins and stuff. I went to see my sister a few years ago, and where she lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. Where she lives, or outside of there, where she lives, there was like, in one shopping thing, there was a Michael's, a Joann's, or no, yeah, Michael's, a Joann's, a Dollar Tree, and a Tuesday Morning, all in the same like really close area. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I went and I got all sorts of napkins and stuff. Hi, Mary Lou. How are you? Mary Kay, you're so sweet. You guys, I am to the point where I need nothing. I mean, I didn't even need what I got at my big Ross purchase last night was those spatulas and A stencil. They had a stencil for $1.99. That was my big purchase. Hi, Linda Murray. How are you? Aloha Friday. Yes, it is Aloha Friday. So we're still looking for a place, you guys. We're still looking for a place to buy. It has not come forward. I figure the universe is just saying it's not time yet. Or put it this way, I'll find one that I really think, okay, this is a good deal and I really want it. Or not necessarily a good deal, but a good deal as far as like living space. And then somebody will buy it like in a day. The market here is fairly, you know, like you snooze, you lose here. Well, anyway. All right, heat gun alert, you guys. Heat gun alert. There's lots of good places to buy around you. Oh, Malia, I would love to come and meet you in person. If I get your way, girl, I will call you. We'll get together. We will get together. So you guys, while I'm live streaming, you guys in a few minutes head over to that art hop and tell me what you think of my epic fail, and then come back and tell me. The art hop, it should be live now, I think. My epic fail project. I've had a few of those lately. Yeah, I better or else. I would love to come and, you guys, I definitely will plan on trying. I mean, as soon as I know when I can go or leave or, you know, head somewhere, I will definitely try to like do a meetup somewhere centrally located, because you guys are all over. I would love to come and hang out with you guys. Are you kidding? Should all go hang out with Miss Barb Owen. That's where we need to go. Hang out with Miss Barb Owen. So I think I'm going to do, I don't know. I want to use this as a reverse collage piece. And I'm going to put this in there. And I think my orange chair, if it didn't blow off my table, and if it blew off my table, I can't find it because it's far behind me. I thought I had it here, but maybe I blew it off with my heat gun. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to reverse collage this. So Barb says she heard that and she's thinking about doing something around in her area. So Barb, keep us all posted, because you know when you do, we're all going to come. We could show up at her house and surprise her. You know, Malia, I think Barb kind of lives off the beaten path. So we'd have to fly into a city and then rent a car and then drive a number of hours. Am I right, Barb Owen? Am I right, Miss Barb Owen? We would have to drive several hours to meet Barb, to find Barb. All right, I'm gonna reverse collage on this. I need a credit card, you guys. I'm telling you, this is how lame I am. I've been out of the arting game. I don't even have all my poor desk my poor little arting area looks more like a junk table. Because when I find stuff as I'm going through, I'm like, oh, Mom, I want to finish that project. And so I've just piled up on one end. We'd show up at her house and scare her. We probably would. Or we'd scare Claus Man. He'd be like, who are these? This is an invasion of crafty ladies. He might be frightened, right, Barb? If we showed up, he would be like, what is going on here? So if you guys have tried this gesso technique, or acrylic paint for that matter, transfer technique, the real key is you got to have enough gesso down. Then you lay your image down, and then you have to brayer it or squeegee it, because you have to get all the air bubbles out. Otherwise, it won't Otherwise, it won't transfer. Take it from this person who's had a few epic fails, okay? Especially as of late, I've had a few. So, and then you have to do my least favorite thing, which is let it dry. Cosmet is amazingly flexible. Brian wanted to tell me that your craft table that you craft all the time and your desk looks like a junk table. Oh, girl, mine looks so bad right now. This friend of mine wanted to come over, and I was like, no, because you guys, I haven't had even time. I'm like, no, and my partner was like, why not? I said, because my crafting table is back in our dining alcove, because I told you when my kids came, I moved it, and it's like been ridiculous. But I'm using this as my my brayer. I have a brayer here, but I think I'll get a better connection if I just fish it down and let it dry this way. So I said to my partner, I said, I'm not letting her come over. He's like, why? I said, because my place is such a mess. Melissa, she told him the art life is a messy life. Good job. Okay, Malia, maybe we'll have to plan our trip to you. Brian would cook for us. We'd have to do it in the summer, though. Because I can't do the cold weather anymore. I use a credit card too, Linda, but you know what? It's underneath my mess on this table, and I can't even tell you. I'm not gonna embarrass myself and take a picture of my table. It's bad. It's really bad. It's so bad. I have like projects that I want to get done on one end. I have art supplies on one end. It's bad. It's just a long table. Malia says this summer that I only like her for her ice cream. Oh, Malia, you're too funny. I love you all the time, Miss Malia. Ice cream or no ice cream? You guys, I'm on keto. I don't even eat ice cream anymore because I don't do anything. And I'm feeling a lot better. Hi, Sister Barbie. Tracy says she calls it a messy projects table, and she's got 3 of them. 3 tables. Oh, good for you. I don't know, you guys. It's like ridiculous. It's like my life and its ridiculousness. You have this stamp too? You guys, I have so many stamps. I need to let go of some stuff. I just haven't. That means I'd have to be home. Feel at home. It means I'd have to be home. All right. Heat gun alert. Mary Kay says, Shelly, all of our art tables look the same. I won't be showing you guys anything new. Well, that's good. You just bought another package of stamps and you don't use the ones you have. Oh, Malia, I have so much stuff that I don't need. I find that I have favorite stamps and I just use those over and over again. So I hope this inspires you guys to you don't have to have a new planner to do this, and you could take anything that you have. You can use anything for an art journal. So my sponge is a little bit wet, and I'm pushing it on the back of it so that I can start peeling up the thing. You're excited to see how it turns out. Oh, Brittany, don't put that pressure on me, girl. It may not turn out. Sometimes they don't. So if you guys are a super perfectionist and you don't want like the possible epic fail, transfer on other paper, transfer on other pieces of paper, and then glue that paper down in your art journal. You're working on a building? Oh my gosh, how exciting. Malia says, I try so hard to keep purging stuff, but new stuff shows up but faster than the old stuff leaves. Girl, I can relate to that. It's like I didn't need any more magazines, but I got some anyway. We would have you guys understand me. You get me, right? But that's the other thing. So my sister called me the other day and she's like, I told you guys her daughter, one of her kids moved to Oahu, which is another island in the Hawaiian Islands. And Mary Kay said, I should watch her show that she did today. She sings bar a tone in it. Okay. And your voice had a frog. Oh. Brittany says she lives in Ohio. You stopped yourself from thrifting today. It wasn't easy. Well, my sister called me and she goes, I just want to know, can I stay with you when I come in November? She's going to visit her daughter for Thanksgiving. And I said, of course. And then I started thinking, why did I say of course, you guys? My art mess is beyond an art mess. Do you know what I mean? So that means I'm really going to have to I'm going to have to clean up my art mess. Because people that don't art don't understand. You're at 7,000 feet in Flagstaff and you get snow. Oh, guys, I can't do cold weather anymore. I really can't. My body just says absolutely no. Little Charlie's hanging out right around me. She wants to sit on me, but she can't. And I don't have her chair over here. It was 23 degrees where you live, Johnny? Oh, my God. You know what I mean, Mary Kay? I was just like, oh, I have to clean up this mess now. It was like, whatever. Hi, Curly. I missed you guys. You have no idea. And I'm always like, the thing is that I can sometimes watch YouTube from my phone, but I don't have the app downloaded because anyway, we don't even talk about my phone. That's a whole nother ridiculousness. So I can't comment, but I can watch you guys, and I can't read the chat. So sometimes I get to watch if I can in between my ridiculousness. Okay, this magazine is a little stubborn. It's not even coming up yet. You've had a cold for a month? Oh, no. And a frog is set camp in your throat. I hope you feel better, Malia. It's 44 degrees where you are. You guys, it's really warm. It's actually hot here, which is unusual. Malia said she grew up in New England where the snots freeze in your nose. But she says now 44 is cold for her. Oh, Malia. Where snot freeze up in your nose. That's great. That is so good. Okay, this one may be an epic fail just because the paper's too good. Mary Lou says she has an art mess, but she's trying to keep it in one area, but it grows. Oh, girl, tell me. Fiddleson! Have you guys gone over to hang out with Christy? You have to go over and hang out with her. She does some amazing mandalas. Or mandalas, or I don't know. How are you supposed to say it? You're supposed to say it mandala or mandala or mandala. I'm happy you came by to say hi. Malia says it's true. They have warnings on the news to stay not to stay outside, and they show pictures of noses. I love it, Malia. Oh my God. You cleaned your kitchen after a year? Oh my God. We don't even want to get that. Barb says I can say mandala. Hi, Dawn. Or mandala. I can say it any way I want. Oh no. Oh wow, Dawn, how are you, Mama? And how's your sweet daughter? Okay, guys, this page is so good. I'm gonna have to let it soak. It won't even come up. You're in New England and you're not looking forward to the cold weather. I'm sorry. I hear you. I totally hear you. You know, cold is subjective, right? Cold is totally subjective. I can't do the cold weather at all anymore. And I lived in New York for a long time. Mary Kay says she cleaned her kitchen. Did you clean it out? And now she can bake and she's happy. Okay, this was sort of a stubborn page as far as the the image. This is a process that you actually have to do with patience, and I don't always have patience. You need all the zen you can get right now. Oh, sending you some love, girl. I don't know. I'm like, I'm, I don't know. Like, I know I need to find a new job. I know that this job is not the end all to be all, but the thought of like starting over and having all the beginning drama of a new job is like a little too stressful for me. Hi, Shelly. You're on the phone with. I've missed all of you guys too. I really have. Okay, it is coming up, so you can start to see the pears underneath it, which is part of what I want. I wanted that orange chair, but I think it blew off my table, and I'd have to crawl under my table, which, let's just say, that wouldn't be a pretty sight. Yesterday, she got a glue bottle and she glued Lily's book together. Oh, girl, you got to keep. You could easily lose one of your library books. Yeah, Chrissy says she understands that, but remember those exciting days when you started a new job. There's nothing more empowering than a clean slate. Good point. I know. Poor Vera May. Vera, the struggle's real, girl. You crafting mommy, you. She is a mischievous one. Miss Linda! Oh, there she is. Miss Linda McCullum. Miss Linda McCullum, the most amazing artist. She has, if you guys haven't seen some of her stuff, you got to head over to our Facebook group. She does, see, now this is the fine line. When you've gone too far and you're pulling up the piece. So I gotta dry it. This is like a love-hate relationship. I know it seems counterintuitive, but I was starting to pull up the image underneath it, which is the part that you want to use for your collage. So it's not counterintuitive to dry it. And also, you get better results if you take your time and you're not in a hurry. Now she has keys and she's digging them into the door. Girl, she needs to be in school. She needs to have friends. I think kids are being born more and more and more awake, more enlightened, more awake. They're coming in. And so they already know things that we think we need to teach them, you know? So she just needs, she came down here to play in this human form. So she needs that. know. Hopefully these pears will actually come out good. So did anybody go over and watch my epic fail? You know what, Malia? I wish I could share with you some of the things that my littlest one, she's 13, but she came in so tuned in. And I was frustrated one time. I was running at one point in time when she was little. I got to dry it again. This one may not be, so I guess this Good Quality magazine may not be the best. All right, Brittany, big hugs. Come back and see us anytime. Hopefully I'll be streaming again soon. I don't know when. Make sure you guys go over and watch that video for the Clever Fox Planner so that you guys can be entered into the drawing and for the giveaway. I would really like one of my fibs to get it. It would make me so happy if one of my fibs did. So one day I was driving my I don't know how old she was. She was little, but I was running this big company, and I was so frustrated and I was upset about something that had happened. And I was we were riding in the car with my hottie, and I was frustrated. I don't know somebody didn't show up, or I don't know what happened. Who knows? Something business related that was frustrating. I was just venting to him. And I was getting, I guess, more and more frustrated about whatever the situation was. And from the back seat piped up, because I said, I don't really know what I'm going to do about it. And so, she was like a little plethora of wisdom. And I used to say, what do you think? Like to her sometimes, and she pipes up in the back and she was like, she's shaking her head. I said, I see her in the rearview mirror. I go, why are you shaking your head? And she says, Mom, because she always talked about her angels and she called them by different things. So I said to her, like, what does your angel say? Like, what's a solution? And sometimes she would say that you have to figure it out on your own, because if they tell you, then you're not living in your flow or your truth. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, she was like 4 or 5, so she said, you have to figure it out on your own. It's your job. Like, that's what she'd tell you. Or they can't tell you that. But one day I was like so frustrated over this thing. And I said to her, so what do your angels say? And she said, without missing a beat, and I realized she's like 4 or 5 years old. She said, they said, you got to love the people more, Mom, and not be so angry. And I was like, oh my gosh, out of the mouth of babes, right? The solution to my work problem is to love the people more and not be so angry. I was like, yikes. Okay. Thank you. I mean, it was like, all right. So not all magazine images are created equally. This one is taking quite a while to come up, but it is eventually coming up. And I'm trying to do it without pulling the image itself up, which is a little challenging. Barbie says her oldest son had a Southern accent until he was about 4. And we'd never talked to anyone with a Southern accent. Oh, that's crazy. I love it. Lily tells you stories of when she was an old lady. I think that's excellent. Well, when mine was really little, my 13-year-old, she's 13 now, but when she was really little, one day I'm riding in the car and she said to me, do you want to know what it was like before you were, no, she said, do you want to know how you pick your parents? And I was like, where did this come from? And I said, sure. And she said, before you're born, that you get to see all the possibilities. She said, these are her terms, okay? She said, you're with God's wife. And you get to pick all the possibilities, see all the possibilities. And she was little. I want to say she must have been about 6 or 7, maybe even younger than that. And then she starts telling me, she goes, like when you were little, and she starts telling me all these things about me when I was little. And there were things like, oh, remember when you did this or remember when you did that? And I was just like, I have to tell you, I was like stunned, right? And she goes on to tell me, you get to see and you get to see, you get to pick. And she goes, so I got to see all the things that you did and all the things that you were. And she goes, and I picked you. And I thought, oh my gosh, wow. Wow. Well, there you go. So, and you guys, we don't talk about stuff like that. Like, I let my kids do and be what they are. You know, I don't drag them into my own belief system. Okay, this is not an epic fail, but it's definitely, this magazine, the quality of the paper was really good, but it was not, I guess maybe cheaper ones work out better as far as like reverse collage go. But, I mean, you still get the idea of it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but this is definitely taking a little bit more work than my other ones did. I'll do some Lulu at the end. Big hugs, Tracy. Love you. Pete's coming in that don't understand live streams or YouTube. I totally get it. We love you, Trace. I'm so happy you're back to doing your videos. And you guys head on over to her channel. It's called It's Nana's Place. She's so creative and you will totally enjoy it. These aren't fish, they're pears. They're pears. They'll come out better in a minute. It just, you know, this is sort of a love-hate relationship, this reverse collage transfer. You guys do it. If you're going to try it, do it on some, like, book pages first. And, Tracy is a wonderful artist. I agree with you 100%. I've done it on playing cards. It works good on playing cards. I've done it on lots of different things. I've done it on lots of different things. You have to keep going until you remove all the fine line is you gotta just, if there's still a white haze over the image, then there's still a layer of pulp there, you know, from the page before. And it gets a really cool texture, especially if you use gesso. It has like a really smooth texture on your surface. You see them now, but I may not have gotten enough of the paper off, so they may haze up again. You know, guys, it's not a fast process. It's not for somebody in a hurry. And you know, if you're a perfectionist, which you guys know me by now, I'm not. You can do it on a separate sheet of paper and then glue it down in your art journal. So how has everybody been doing with the kind of energies and frequencies going on? I got a couple of emails from some of you that's saying, like, what is going on here? So I can just tell you from my perspective, which, you know, is only mine, belongs to me. You know, you may have a different experience. It doesn't make mine right or yours wrong or vice versa. But that the energies and the frequencies of the planet are increasing, and we have to go with her. You know, we are part of the earth, even though we'd like to think that we're not. And everything that we do, say, and think affects the earth. She's sort of like, you know, she's in the collective consciousness of us. We're from her. We are her. We're part of her, right? And so the more vibrations of love or above that you can find yourself in, and if you can't, you just find, as Abraham Hicks says, you find a thought that feels better, which I love that, because it doesn't mean you have to like be, that your end result doesn't have to be an end result or where anybody else is. It just means you just need to find where you feel better, whatever that works for you. And you know, it's not, it doesn't want to sustain energies that are not supporting or supportive. So that's why all this stuff is coming out about, betrayals and all kinds of things, because that energy doesn't have a place here anymore. So sometimes when we still believe that, that we're not deserving, or we're not, um, when we think of ourselves as less than our highest potential, we can really find there can really be a gap between where you are and where you need to be. So for me, trying to honor myself every day in some way is what I'm working towards. It's not perfect by any means. Yeah, your entire being is a roller coaster lately. Exhausted, happy, motivated, ambitious, tired, all at the same time, and angry. I get it. All in the day. I totally understand. So it's crazy that I'm saying it. Well, so for me, I can pretty much judge where I am by the people that come in. Yeah, sometimes when you are too concerned, it's overwhelming, especially if you're empathic. And I would say the majority of the women of the world are empathic, because you have babies, and you have to have that inner that inner channel that tells you when things are right or wrong, right? Normally I wouldn't dry it from the back, but I've got this paper, so what I need to. Have a blessed day, Mary Kay. We love you. Big girl, big hugs, girl. So for me, like if I watch the news or see horrible things, it just really upsets me. That's just where I'm at. And so I know for me, in order to stay in a happy place, sometimes I can't watch it. I have to just turn it off in order to maintain a space of where I feel good. So in my meditation practice lately, I have made time. I make time every day to meditate, even if it's not in the optimal place. Like even if I'm like in the car or in the bathroom at work, just sitting for it doesn't take very long to reconnect yourself to yourself, right? Because we're all part of this amazing, magical, divine flow, living our lives and doing our thing and following our unique path, but also in a collective, right? Because we're part of this human race, we're part of this earth. So that's why when the weather gets bad, it affects us all, or when the weather's nice, it affects us all, or, we're affected by all of it. So my meditation lately, I've just been focusing on grounding myself to myself. Does that make sense? Like connecting myself to my higher self, connecting myself to the divine source, like in a conscious way. And then when I connect with that way, I just say, and I would like this to be active in my body, my being, soul, spirit at all times. And I would like to remember who I am. Because sometimes when the problems of work or your life get to be like overwhelming, you think you're that, right? You think you're the problem, or that you have to fix the problem, that there's no higher authority aside from you, or no higher energy that can come in and help you. But that's not true, because the bigger part of you, the divine part of you, the part of you that's, connected to your higher self at all times, always knows the answers. It's our mind, or our body personality in this form that doesn't want to believe it, right? It's like, call your intuition or whatever. So I went a little overboard on this one. You can see I'll hold it up so you can see. So if I'd been more patient, but it still has a nice you can still see the image. Barbie, see, that's what we all do. We all think that we need to disconnect, but no, we need to connect. When you're really connected to yourself, and there's only you, there's nothing outside of you. So when you're really connected to yourself, all of the answers and all of the things that you're asking for are there. So think about it like this. Okay, so think about it like you're a machine that runs on a battery, and your battery is your higher self, right? And The battery's always there, full of charge, knows what you need to do. But when you disconnect from it, you can't connect into that higher part of you that is connected to your intuition, that's connected to your knowing, your inner being, your knowing, and all the things. You know all the answers. You don't even have to go to anybody else. You know them. But sometimes we just don't listen, you know? Okay, this is not my best one of these these collage transfers. And I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. And the reason I'm wetting it is because I still need to take some of the white off. But do you see where I let it go all the way through? Okay, but it doesn't have to be hard. So you are a computer program, okay? Your mind is actually like the keyboard of a computer. And what you program into it is what you live. That's why, like, if you go to somebody and you hear these things, find an attitude of gratitude, or Abraham Hicks saying, find a thought that feels better, is when you focus on that, you're not focusing on the problem, you're focusing on something else, then you can take yourself to that. It's like changing the channel. It's like if you're stuck in the static between your channels and your television, and you don't change it, you're just in that shh the whole time, right? But if you change your channel, which is your frequency, right, you can tune in. So for me, like, with this job has been such a great teacher. I can't even tell you. It's been such a great teacher of what my self-worth, my boundaries, a good exercise, and where I'm at. Because if I'm in a good Zen place, or I'm in a good place, I don't even have to be Zen. I just have to be in a better place than I was earlier, or feeling good about myself. People respond to that. I can tell when I'm not, because I get like really bitchy, complaining people in. And it's a good indicator for me. You know, it's been a really, as much as I don't think it's for me, it's been a good indicator for like how I need to expand. So all you need to do to tap into you is just ground yourself, focus on the heart of the earth and put yourself there. Focus on the heart of heaven and put yourself there. And then allow that energy to be where you are. So what I've been saying to myself every single morning is I say to myself, I am in the divine flow. It comes easily and effortlessly. I activate the divine flow in my being, soul, spirit, in my mind, in my heart, and in my body. And then I just release it. And I just give gratitude that I'm in the divine flow. And when I forget, I just put myself right back in there. I just say to myself, like as if I'm typing it into a Google search, divine flow. I invoke the divine flow. I am in the divine flow. Try it. It makes a big difference. And, you know, then even if somebody comes in and they're not in the best of mood, I don't have a reaction to it. Or if I read something horrible in the newspaper or watch something on television that startles me in a way that is not my truth, I'm not affected by it. Does that make sense? You know that, but it's hard. Girl, please, we're all in this together. We all are in this together. We are all in this together. So I think cheaper magazines work better than the one I've used. This one has been a little bit challenging. It's been very challenging, actually, because the paper's so good that it won't. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing, because can I tell you, some days it's like rough. So like the day the fire happened, I was like, oh my God, because what happens is you get stuck on the other side. And I had just cleaned out my back room, the back room of my store, and I'd given away all these packing blankets to the guy that's moving art. Bad things rattle you? I can relate. So I gave that manager, the one I'm helping, I gave him the packing blankets from my store because he was taking all this art and different things. And then the fire came, and I thought, I don't even have anything, even if I wanted to stay at work. Like, what am I going to do? Lay on the floor? And it's, you know what I mean? And so the hotel manager came by, and he's like, the GM, and he says, how are you? Are you going to be able to get home? And I said, I don't know. You know, and I didn't know. Nobody knew, right? And you know, asked me how my family was, which was nice. It was really nice. Asked me how my family was I going to be able to get home? And I didn't know. And so here I am thinking, I said, well, I could use a pillow and a blanket. That's what I said to him. I could use a pillow and a blanket if I have to stay here, right? Because I'm not part of the hotel. I'm not a hotel employee. The store I work for is independent. We just rent from the hotel. And he said, here's my cell phone number. Now, this is the same guy that I had an altercation with a couple of months ago that like came in and screamed at me, right? He gave me his he said, here's my cell phone number. He's like, if you get stuck here, just call me and I'll get you a room. And you guys, that's like such a huge turnaround for me, right? It was such a huge turnaround for me. It was such a huge turnaround to have him say, look, here's my number. Call me if you need it. Call me if you need a place to stay. That was big. That was big for me. It was a big change from, now I could have still stayed in that space of getting caught up in the crap because that's what I do. I do that well, you guys. I love this like little viewfinder. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And use it as a stencil. I like it a lot. But I didn't, I just said, and I was grateful. I didn't end up needing it. I didn't end up needing to stay. I ended up being able to get out. It was like sort of miraculous. Like I just kept focusing on the good things and kept focusing on like seeing everybody safe and seeing everybody okay. Right? I kept focusing on that instead of the fear, right? Because I think fear breeds more fear. And so instead of me focusing on the fear, or am I really going to have to sleep on the floor here or whatever, he was like, just call me and I'll, and the funny thing is I'd had a conversation with somebody else earlier in the day. We were talking about, because she was there when the fires broke out, but she lived close by. And she was telling me that, she just said, out of the mention, she goes, out of all the times that and she's also doesn't work for the hotel, but she does like trunk shows at the hotel. And she was like telling me that, in all her time there, that they've never offered her a room. They've never offered her a room to stay or whatever. And I was like, really? Wow. Not that they've ever offered me. I wouldn't have even thought there would have been a need, but she was telling me about some other disaster that had happened and they never offered her a room. So the fact that we'd had that conversation before and that, that already the universe showed up to say, look, I'm supporting you no matter what. Even if it doesn't, know that you're loved and supported. So, but it's not just me, you guys, it's everybody. Bye, Mary Lou. Big hugs to you. You haven't been able to find the die that makes a viewfinder? Yeah, it's a Sizzix die. And mine I made out of like recycled plastic. Malia, I would send you one, but I don't even know where my die is. I told you guys half my stuff is in storage. If I find it, I will send it to you. No promises though, because I have no idea where I don't know where my stuff is. Well, you guys, I'm going to have to go to work soon. So if anybody would like to stay for the woo-woo, we'll do a little meditation. We'll do a little meditation. Because I'm going to have to get my behind together and go to work. And you guys go over and please watch that video where Crazy Fox Planners is giving away the planner. It's not me that's giving it away, it's them. But they have like guidelines to what you have. Like you have to comment. That's the only way they know that you are participating. And then go over and follow them on Instagram. And then I'll try to do another video before the giveaway, so that I would really like my fibs or your friends in the box. I would really like one of my fibs to get it. But if you want to buy one, if you don't want to wait for the giveaway, you want to buy one, there's a code in that video where you get 20% off. And I get nothing from it, you guys. They sent me a planner. That's what I got from it. Okay. Yeah, somebody had said, oh, if I'd known you were supporting or you would have gotten something, I would have waited to buy it through your link. And I was like, I don't get anything, you guys. The planner is cool, though. But if you don't want to go buy yourself one of these planners and get the 20% off, just use anything that you have. You can make an art journal from anything. You don't have to have any book. Oh, Malia, awesome. Please post some pictures in Crafting Mamas of your building, of how far it's come along and what you've done. I can't wait to see it. Congratulations on that. Give Brian big hugs, and Vera May and Lily. Tell Vera May her auntie will send her some scissors when her mom says it's okay. Hi, Dana. How are you? I would have used a different stamp, but I didn't have one here, so this is what it is. It's not the most perfect stenciled out. It was the Distress Oxide that I rubbed through it, but, you know, my fingers aren't perfect. All right, so whoever wants to stay for the meditation, go get your water. Anyway, you know, some people like energized water. Go get your water and we'll do the meditation in just a second. Go get some water if you want energized water. That's all this kid needs, the scissors. I said when you said it was okay. And I'll keep working on this. I don't know. I mean, this was my attempt today, but I want to find my orange chair. Oh, big hugs, Sister Barbie. So if you haven't stayed for one of the meditations, all it is just a meditation that connects you to you. That's it. All right. And it's like less than 10 minutes. It might be even less than that. Yes, it's everybody that pays attention to the signs. You're absolutely right, Malia. Oh, you'll show your mess. Oh, I would love to see your mess, Malia. So go get your water if you guys want some energized water, and we'll do it in just a second. I will come back and finish this journaling page. And you guys head over and watch my art hop with Ina Salisbury and some amazing, talented ladies, and you guys can see my epic fail. You can see my epic fail, my ridiculous epic fail. See, I want that orange chair. I'm going to have to find it. It probably fell underneath the bottom. And I still have, like, this is still not all, the pulp is obviously not all off. The pulp's not off the picture. If the pulp was off the picture, it would be brighter. But I guess I can still keep working on it. All right, ladies, give me a minute, and then we'll start our woo-woo. Go grab your water if you want it. Okay. All right. I just went to ask my hottie if he wanted to join us. So all you need to do to participate in the meditation is to breathe. It's inhaling through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. And you don't have to have any intention at all. The meditation or the energy work does its work for you. It's really just about connecting to you, reconnecting to your higher self. As somebody mentioned earlier, they're trying to disconnect. Being connected is where you can create the life of your dreams, receive all of the information that you already have in your being, soul, spirit, and just be more in tune with you. That's really all it is. Nothing more than that. And if you want to include somebody in your energy work or in your, as we call it, your woo-woo, just bring them to mind now. You can include your pets, obviously include your home, your work. It just brings more peace and more balance to wherever you are and whatever's right and purposeful for you individually. It's actually your higher self doing the work. That's all it is. So let's get started. Inhale in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Receive and release. Receive and release. Imagine yourself in a column of light. When you look up, you can't see the end. And when you look down, you can't see the end. This is your column of light. It is unique to your being, soul, spirit. Allow your column of light to enter deep, deep, deep into the earth. Give your column of light the direction, heart of the earth. And with that, your column of light is right there. Give your column of light big roots like big oak trees. Let's ask the earth to share with us her energy. I see this beautiful energy like beautiful molten gold, but you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful golden light energy flowing up through your roots, filling your feet and ankles, calves and knees, thighs and hips. Feel it filling the base of your spine, your lower abdomen, your waist, your chest and back, your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your neck and throat, your face and head, and feel it fountaining out the top of your head as high as you can imagine. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Some of you may feel the warming sensation. You can see, feel, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Take a moment to enjoy this deep connection to the earth. Focus on the top of your head and the column of light above your head, and give this column of light the direction, heart of the divine, heart of the central sun, heart of creator, creation energy. Give yourself the same roots above your head as you did below your feet. Let's ask this beautiful cosmic realm to share with us their energy. I see it like beautiful silvery diamonds, but you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful diamond light energy mixing with your light and the earth's energy and spreading 6 feet in all directions. Feel it filling your head and face, your throat and neck, your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your chest and back, your waist, your lower abdomen, the base of your spine, and feel it pouring through your hips, thighs, knees, calves, and ankles, and out the bottom of your feet, expelling any and all excess deep in the heart of the earth. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your connection. heaven and earth. Now I'd like you to focus on your chest, and I'd like you to give your chest a big window and open it up. And allow anything that no longer serves you to leave, any energies from all time, space, and dimension, all kingdoms and planes that no longer serves you. And you can just see it leaving, or just know that it's leaving. On the inhale, I want you to receive peace, love, balance, and bliss. And on the exhale, you're letting go of anything that doesn't work for you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Let's add 2 more points of light. The point of light at your waist, including your heart, and the one in your throat. On the inhale, receive peace, love, balance, and clarity. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive, release. Receive and release. Let's add 2 more points of light. Your lower abdomen and the center of your forehead. We're working on your lower abdomen, your waist, your heart, your throat, and the center of your forehead. Receive peace, balance, bliss, and clarity. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. I'd like you to focus on the top of your head and the base of your spine. Focusing on the base of our spine, our lower abdomen, our waist, heart, throat, center of the forehead, and the top of the head. On the inhale, receive peace, balance, bliss, and clarity. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Let's focus 1 foot below your feet and 1 foot above your head. 1 foot below your feet, the base of your spine, your lower abdomen, your waist, your heart, your throat, the center of your forehead, the top of your head, and 1 foot above your head. Breathe in and receive peace, balance, bliss, and clarity. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive, release. Receive and release. Let's add 2 more points of light, 6 foot below your feet and 6 foot above your head. We're focusing 6 feet below your feet, 1 foot below your feet, the base of your spine, your lower abdomen, your waist, your heart, throat, center of the forehead, the top of your head, 1 foot above your head, and 6 feet above your head. On the inhale, receive peace, balance, bliss, and clarity. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive, release. Receive, release. Receive, release. Let's add 2 more points of light. The point where your roots are in the heart of the earth, and the point where your roots are in the heart of Creator, creation energy, the heart of the central sun, and all of the points in between. On the inhale, receive peace, balance, bliss, and clarity. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Receive in love. Release in love. Receive, release. Receive, release. Receive, release. I'd like you to focus on your hands and let me know when you feel this energy. Put your hands on your heart. I'd like you to imagine a place on the earth where you'd like to send this energy. Always include your home. Receive and send. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and come back. Feel free to share anything if you'd like to share. You don't have to. Did I lose you guys? Are you still there in the ethers? Thanks for joining me, you guys. Know that I love you. Don't forget tonight, I think Friday, Maridel's doing her live stream Friday nights. She always does. That's the Mary Attier, and go over and support her and show her some love. And I'm not sure if Stacy from Pink Poodle Crafts does her live stream on Friday, but if she does, she's always a lot of fun to hang out with too. And I don't know when I'll stream again. Hopefully soon. I'll continue to work on my little planner journal. And you guys go over, please, and like it, subscribe, or like and comment on it for the giveaway. I want you guys to be included in it, especially because you're on my fibs. Know that I love you guys. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Did I lose you all? Did I knock you all out? I'm sorry. I hope you're all feeling better. And I will look forward to seeing you guys soon. And as always, from my heart to your heart, I'm sending you so much aloha. Okay, my lovelies, until next time, you're always in my heart. Aloha. Go spread some arty creations today.